In May 2025, we hiked the Cape Wrath Trail, where you pick your own route from Fort William to the Cape Wrath Lighthouse, approximately 230 miles through glens, mountain passes, alongside lochs, waterfalls. Nearing the end, you arrive at the spectacular Sandwood Bay, and finally the lighthouse. Camping is essential as the remoteness means no settlements for days at a time, but gratitude is due to the Mountain Bothy Association for maintaining these wonderful shelters when you eventually need to dry out. Although we were incredibly lucky to have had 16 days of cloudless skies during our 21-day hike. Follow our adventure on this epic trip. Good morning everyone. This has been our camp spot for the night, and also because we picked up our resupply parcel yesterday, I'm now distributing it into daily packs and working out what we've got missing. And we've also got the opportunity, while we're at this campsite, of recharging all the battery packs and cameras and stuff, so doing that as well.
This is our charging. So they bought some of it, I think there's more. That doesn't include phones and other bits, but some of it. Hence, we need a multi-outlet device.
Our rucksacks are packed to the gills. And yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
We'll munch them on the way, shall we?
I might have room in the front, but most of that air, so I might pop them.
I want to munch some just now, and the debate is always whether to start walking without your long sleeve top on, because then within 5 minutes you have to delayer. And also got some washing drying on the back of my rucksack. But yeah, we're all packed up. If I pick up this bit of litter, then we will, bottle top, leave no trace. Even though it's a campsite. We're finally setting off from the campsite. Our latest start so far, 11:25, but we have been doing lots of charging, a bit of washing, and packing up all the daily food packs for the next 5 or 6 days. So yeah, it's been a lot of work to do. And we feel all clean, don't we?
Wow, there's that distance cloud coming through there. Here's your petrol station.
We've been road walking for the last 3 miles, but now we're getting into the Glen, and the path looks like this, by the river. And again, the path is littered with flowers, bluebells over there.
Just walking through this bluebell and fern forest glade by the side of a peaceful river. Look quiet here.
Turning left now. We just stopped for half a Snickers bar each, so that's lightened our load by a Snickers bar. And we're just looking at this wonderful view.
It's on my tripod.
Very nice.
It's like walking stick stroke tripod. I think this is going to be really, really good. And I think you can hear me probably. If I had a radio mic, it'd be even better. This is very hard work. Shortly, going to be at the top, and Liz is just down there. Going to be at the top for the view over this Bela. It is very hot, sweaty work. It is very, very warm, but a bit of a breeze too, so nice. And get an amazing view ahead. Well, I've got to watch it, it's very if I fell that way, I'll be over, so I just better concentrate. Ahead of us are 3 cairns that are in line. Spotted some deer right on the top of the mountain there. This is just checking on the map, see if there's any blue lines.
There's a river and then there's the falls, so
Yeah,
hopefully we can source water in the river. For some reason I wasn't expecting this last bit to be such a steep descent. Ben's right up there. He's organised some kind of tripod for his camera with his hiking pole. And this is where we've got to get down to. So we're gonna camp by the river there somewhere, and the falls are just further along.
Liz is gone. She's already a third of the way down. I don't want to hurry down. Oh, got technical. 1 foot wrong and you are slipping all the way down. So we can just make our way a zigzag and this ridge. Well led Liz, she's the expedition leader, and she's selected the flattest bit of ground where these 2 sticks, and we're going to camp by the river here, and then we're going to put the tent up before we get to the waterfall.
Well, we have our pitch sorted out for the night. Not too squiggly, is it? By the river, and this river around the corner becomes the Falls of Glen. So we're going to have a little evening preview, and then we'll get a view in the morning as well. Yeah, very happy with that. Let's go and see the falls.
Wow. I'm going to sit with Liz, who's sat on the precipice down here, trying to get her selfie. Oh, you go down quite a long way.
No, you're not.
Huh?
It's not officially right.
Yeah, but
I
can't really see it.
Just do selfies here now. Right. If you sit there and I'll sit here, then we'll be the same height.
What do you want us to do this?
If you sit there and do a selfie,
No.
just sit there. Our spot for the night. It's been a bit misty, but the mist is beginning to lift. And just getting packed up. Sitting down this treacherous path, but we're putting our trust in God.
View up from where we've come from is amazing. You can't see, but we are inches from a 100-metre waterfall, the biggest drop in the UK. Liz is up there. There's another hiker who's also doing some stuff, so we're about to head up there. And this is the most precarious bit we've probably done of this hike. We are going to make a start now and head our way around on quite a dangerous edge and precipice, and we are going to go all this along this edge here. This is already up the top there. Whoa. So it's following this higher path that leads us down. Thankfully we're not too close to the edge. If we did go, yeah, you probably would just roll down the rest of the hill, so got to focus on what I'm doing. It's this blustery wind that's a bit sketchy this morning. Would not want to do this in the wet or in the snow, definitely not in the snow. How are you doing, Liz? This is doing good. This is doing good. We're happy. Yeah, I mean, if you just stop and look around here, that is a long way down, and there ain't much to stop you going down into that ravine. Wow, this view. Insane, you've got mountains there. And the waterfall coming down into this deep ravine below, which are edging our way up. Yeah, very proud of Liz. Leading the way and also navigating us through this safely. This is going well, this is fantastic. She's disappeared, but I follow her. into a little gully. Pushing against something here. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, it's so picturesque. These trees. Wow. Look at that. Whoa, bit of balance. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Beautiful. So lovely view. Liz is just sat ahead around the bend. I can see her, so she's safe. You doing all right, Liz?
We have successfully descended the treacherous part, haven't we?
We have.
I think we've been very lucky with the conditions. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Phew.
And it's been a bit chilly this morning, so we're all wrapped up. But yeah, it's warming up now, and it's going to be another spectacular day. That's where we camped, right up there. And we're going to keep descending.
Rock ahead to be navigated at the top, I hope. Beautiful sound of the river below.
We're on the right track.
Yeah, we got at the top.
Oh, please. This is still tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to have shoes you can really rely on for grip. There was more technical stuff after all, but we've come around the corner to this incredible view. That was a bit technical after all, wasn't it? I think we're finally down at the bottom and another beautiful river, and we're about to go across this bridge. We were just looking at how the sun catches the mountains and the shadows, and then turned the other way, and wow. Hello sheep, hello lambs. You're very cute. Hello. Loads of them. Look, absolutely loads. Come over this way. There's like 100.
Across Iron Bridge up to this Bothy. Ah, there's a tent up there, some people. Oh, there's a cyclist we saw earlier. And I wonder if there's anybody we recognise or know.
We've just had lunch at Iron Lodge Bothy, which is actually all locked up and it's been vandalised, which is a shame. And we met some Monroe baggers, and a lady from just north of Edinburgh is apparently an expert in all the different plunge pools that there are. There's one just over here, so I'm going to give it a go, have a swim, because it's a super hot day and I think we'd regret it if we missed this opportunity, even though it's going to make us a bit later. But later for what? This one. Ben's just asking me which one. She said just over there, so it must be this one.
It's going to be so cold. It's going to be cold. Liz is determined to do one. The river at the top was nice and warm. Well, I'm coming in too, and I got a blister.
And we're off again at 3:35 after a very long lunch, but very fun one, so definitely worth it. Well, this is a very pleasant afternoon walking, and there's a slight breeze which is keeping things cool, and there's a few muddy puddles around. We're finding really interesting things like newts and little frogs and stuff. It's really enjoyable.
Stopping for a mini break. What are you eating, Liz? Liz is eating dates. We are quite outdated. I've got a Snickers bar, but the problem with a Snickers bar is that they get very melted in one's pocket. Oh, I did the trick. Easy trick. Well, where are we coming up to this?
Coming up to Mulberry Bothy.
Mulberry Bothy, hopefully you can see it in the map.
I don't think we've got the strength to go any further than this, so...
Well, you're cool.
Here?
Yeah, there seems to be a few people here. There's some people having camped behind us. And there is a Bothy. Well, that was a very good sleep. Stayed in the bunkhouse up there. No noisy sleepers. And now what I'm doing is just topping up with water. Just coming down and then I shall filter it.
I bought some in Glen and left them behind.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I left them behind on purpose because they were really heavy. And I was being very ruthless about
Morning.
We were just saying goodbye to the people that we were bothying with, our first bothy experience, and now we're heading on for the day, quite late again, 9:40. But yeah.
We are walking alongside Lake Calavie, which is amazing, and it's all the people that we were with this morning pretty much stopped here for a break, and they, whoa, where are you going? I don't want to fall in the Loch Calavie. So, still. And now we're in the part of the Highlands where there is no other tree, bit of gorse. It's pretty bleak. Well, I say it's beautiful, so clear. But look, I mean, look at that. We've got a clear sky again. Wow, totally blue. Fantastic. But we have a challenge today, and the challenge is, can we walk 15 miles when the most we've done is 12? We've started late, we've had a long break just then. At the end of the day, your legs just get weak and you just can't keep going. And by 6, 7 o'clock, you need to eat, you're tired. And that's when you don't want to be sort of tripping on any rocks and making a misstep. And there's only one misstep that you would be making to have difficulty, where you're going fall, and then if you're not with anybody, wow, I don't know what you would do. You'd be stuck out here in the wilderness for a while.
We have come to the branch in the road where to the left that goes to Strathcarron, and we're going to go up that track there to Craig, but it looks a bit uphill and a bit bleak, so we thought we would refuel at this beautiful spot here for lunch. You're filming how I'm going to navigate this.
Look up there. Amazing rock, and it's gone quite green actually. I think earlier I was saying it's so bleak, but there are green bits. I think spring's here. A lot of the grass is beginning to show through.
Stopped to fill up our water, and we are at the foot of Tharswin, and we are going to climb Bilach Bernays, so we need to make sure we've got plenty of water.
A bit tricky crossing this rock face. Liz is leading the way. There's no real paths in this area. Shit. Can't see a path through that. No path.
I think we're in, if you can hear me for the wind, what you call an indistinct path area. Where we've come from. No sign of a path. That's where we're going. Again, no sign of a path. Just had a bit of a scramble over this bit, making sure Ben's managing it all right. But I think we're only about halfway up climbing this Bilach so far.
shows the way.
I have just looked at the map and realised that we don't have to go all the way down there. We're going round the corner here. I'm so relieved because I just was thinking, where on earth are we going to camp for the night? Because if you look this way, there's nowhere decent anywhere soon. But we're not, we're going around there. Yay!
Liz, who's coming down the hill?
Another guy that left before us that we met again, and
He's done 3 Munros.
a couple of Munros. He's obviously done some more.
And we have got this, we can't be bothered to go anymore, it's now 7:30, and this is an ideal location next to the river. Bit of a nasty track coming down here. It wasn't very nice, winding way on loose gravel. But we are looking at setting a camp here. It should be good because it gets sun all evening, still up. Sun in the morning.
We've run out of energy. We've run out of energy.